Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. And off we go from East Rutherford. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of the load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
First and 10 now from the 36. A play fake, now Dart. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbor. And he's close to another first down as it's brought down just shy of the marker. On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from the April draft. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. They'll go again with Scatterby. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Scatterby. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's into the end zone. And Scatterby, touchdown, New York. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
As you watch the tape from last week, it really just came down to decision-making. Just too often he made the wrong throw, the wrong read, the wrong decision, and ended up costing his team pretty heavily. So it gets back to the basics. Just trust your eyes. Take what the defense is giving you. You don't have to force things. As the game goes on, those opportunities to attack, they'll present themselves. But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he's out of bounds, up close to to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Packers first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. He'll get that out to Scalabur. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a pick.
Dart going to throw him on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Devontae Wyatt getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On the return, it's Hill. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Packers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
That's good for the Packers. First down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And a nice job able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of the half dozen. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his man, it's Hill. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Green Bay.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
And 9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Love. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Here's Daniel Whelan now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants.
On the give, it's Scatterboot. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They try to work the screen with Scatterboot. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way. 3rd and 10. Here's Dart. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Keyshawn Nixon, twice an All-Pro as a special teamer. Made himself into a good defensive player. In for the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So after 7-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football from the 31. Here is 2nd down and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase.
That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flock.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboot. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Dart. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll go with the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, Scatterboot. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Pass complete to Neighbors. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If this was just one guy dominating them up front, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can chip him. You can double team him. You can start sliding the offensive line and pass protection his way, trying to slow him down. But this has been coming from a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks to be a breakdown in the protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
Overrun him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Giants come up with it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Giants offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Up the middle with Scannable. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Dark. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Giants. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Makes the score Giants 14. Packers nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This returnable with Reed. Oh, yeah. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And he finds Tyreek. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. They'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a loss of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to...
In trouble, and down he goes. Ryan Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
12 yards. And the Giants.
They'll run with Scatterboot. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Scatterboot. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. He takes off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. It's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
That's another Giants first down. A 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Straight ahead, that's Scatterboot. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. And back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That'll be taken in by Scatterboot. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
13 yards on the play. And the Packers first down.
loves to throw on 1st and 10. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. A 2nd down throw for Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Philadelphia, the Eagles at home to take on the Lions in a matchup of the top 2 seeds in the NFC a season ago. And this is Johnny Wilson. They'll get it out to him left side, and then he'll take it the rest of the way. This will be an 83-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Eagles are the first team to 10 wins this year. They are 10-0 with this victory. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's the veteran Baker Mayfield. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Bucs win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. A final look now at the rest of the scores from week number 11, with Indianapolis and New Orleans enjoying the week off. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Packers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Still 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs.
Complete to Josh Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for the Packers. 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Packers.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Packers first down.
We'll go play action with Love. Open is the tight end, Kraft. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position, out of bounds at the 3.
That's another Packers first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll swing this one out to Wilson. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Giants' 5-yard line.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. His 4th TD grab of the season. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Micah Parsons on the tackle. Once again, it's Scatterboot. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate the call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Deontay Banks on the coverage.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, it's Love. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good play.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Giants
On first and 10, here is Dart. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10.
On play action, it is Dart. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Second and 10. To the air again goes Dart. He'll step up and run. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
18. That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Up the highest metric. The city just made a sweep. People diabetic. They mouth should put up the seat. Let these cowards tell it. Welcome to New Orleans with the educated LA yelling.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now tossed left side. It's Scatterboot. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
13 yards on the play.
They'll run. It's Scatterboot. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal. At the 8-yard
Out of
line.
shotgun. It's Dart. That one taken in. The leak neighbor. Touchdown, New York. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. The Giants will take a 21-7 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. To throw is Love. This one is caught by Reed. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
Love to throw it on first down. That complete to Jacobs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and
On second down, Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running...
And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers draw closer here. It's 21-14. The The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Yeah. They'll start this on the ground with Scannable. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Dart. He'll get that out to Scannable. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Rashawn Gary. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Love. That's over the middle. Caught by Tyree. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with.
And the Packer 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Love. On the move left. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a 1st down.
14 more yards. That's another Packers 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Packers.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15, halfway there, as he's down to the 15. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Love. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Love to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Looking to throw. It's Dart. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
On 2nd down, a run with Scatterbury. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Edgerrin Cooper on the start.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Micah Parsons. He's in to drop him for a sack. And that will bring up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Packers offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field, and he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got it! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards.
38 yards on the play. And the Packers 1st down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Love to throw. That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the give, Scatterbury. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Micah Parsons in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
In motion, it's Robinson. Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Get this over the middle to Golden. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That's another Packers.
Here's Jacobs. Tremendous pursuit. They force him out of bounds behind the line. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play. They'll drop to throw. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Love. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense. But burning that timeout early really comes back to cost them now. On the give, it's Scatterboo. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and
3. They'll go again with Scatterboo. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Packers going to use their final timeout now, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Out of the gun. Third down. It's dark. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
17 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10.
They'll come up here.
22-yard
First
line.
and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.